Thor Ragnarok, released in 2017, directed by Taika Waititi. So this is the start of what I call the Waititi verse. So the plot of this movie is about Thor, who discovers that he has a sister named Hela. Before Thor was born, Hela was the firstborn. She betrayed Odin, and Odin locked her up. And then when Odin met his demise, that is when Hela escaped, or she was set free from prison. She comes to Asgard, she kicks Thor out, and Thor goes to some kind of abandoned cosmic wasteland, where he is picked up by the Grand Master, the brother of the Collector. And while Thor is dealing with the Grand Master, Hela takes control of Asgard. She turns Scourge into the Executioner, she kills all the guards, and all the citizens must they're at the mercy of her rule, and if they defy her, they're executed by the Executioner. So she turns Asgard from a democracy into a tyranny, a dictatorship. Thor, he is on another planet. He meets with the Grand Master, and he wants to leave the planet to go back to Asgard. And the Grand Master says, I will give you an opportunity to leave this place, but you have to beat my champion. And his champion is the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. So Thor goes into some kind of battle arena coliseum to fight the Hulk, and when he sees the Hulk, he cheers, because Hulk's his friend. But what Thor does know that it's been quite some time since he and Hulk were last together, in Age of Ultron. So Hulk does not quite remember him. He does, but he just doesn't care. He just wants to beat people up and smash things. Instead of Thor trying to fight the Hulk, he tries to convince him to be on his side and help him escape the Grand Master. It takes a while, but Hulk eventually listens. So Thor and the Hulk, they agree to escape, but they need help. They recruit Valkyrie. She's one of the Valkyries. Now the Valkyrie is one of Grandmaster's guards. But since Thor knows that she's a Valkyrie, Thor promises Valkyrie to restore Asgard to its former glory, or something like that. So Valkyrie agrees to aid Thor. Valkyrie has also captured Loki. So all four of them, they're going to come up with an escape and head back to Asgard to take down Hela. That is basically the plot of the film. Then the post-credit scene, we have sets up the events for Avengers Infinity War. As far as my thoughts on this movie, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I think this is a different take on the Thor films. The last two films were a Shakespearean, mystical type of film. This one explores more of the adventurous tone of Thor. This movie does go all over the place. You're in Asgard, go to New York, Sanctum Sanctorum with Doctor Strange, go to Abandoned Wasteland, Grand Master's place, outer space. This movie goes a lot of places. Now usually a movie does that, it doesn't work out, but this one evenly balances out. Another thing I like about the movie is that there is humor. Thor, he's funny. The last films, he was always, super serious. He might have a few dry humor, a few jokes here and there, but this one, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, just unleashes himself. Taika sees something in Chris, he sees something in Thor. He's able to get that out of him. I like that Thor's funny. At this point, Thor became my MVP in the MCU. So Thor Ragnarok, I thought it was pretty good. A 10 out of 10. I think it's better than the other two. I'm gonna say yes, even though I like Thor: The Dark World, some others don't. I believe this one truly defines who Thor is. You know, the hammer is not its source of strength, it's just a tool for him to use his power. Thor himself is the source of strength. So we got some type of theme or meaning with Thor in this one that the others didn't really quite explore, but they were almost there. This one has got it. That's been your review for Thor Ragnarok.